What's up, y'all? It's MechGuyver. I'm here on my way from Quartzsite to Lake Havasu to buy a Pokemon collection today. This has been a somewhat regular thing in life anymore. Trying to keep up with the buying and selling of cards on whatnot and vending at shows. This is a rather small, older vintage collection. I'm more so grabbing it to help the individual out. They said they're not in the best of situations, so I normally don't take in too much vintage, but I have a buddy that, well, that's what he does, so I'll just pass it along to him. Matt, if you're watching, you're gonna get some vintage soon probably, buddy. But yeah, so I'm not gonna bring you guys in, but I will show you what I get, and figured I'd take you along for the ride. Alright, y'all, so I just picked up the collection, and holy moly, was that one of the roughest sets of cards I've ever picked up or seen. But we did them the favor, we picked them up. I only paid a very, very small amount because honestly almost everything in this collection was damaged or HP or MP. I found one LP card in the whole deal. One LP. But that's kind of the thing with vintage and being, whoa, sorry guys, and being rough on conditions and being as hard as possible, because other people are as hard as possible on me. So I have to do the same. I have to be as legit as possible. I'll go over the conditions of these cards, or go over the cards that we picked up. It was a bunch of like old base set, fossil, rocket, base set 2, commons, uncommons, a couple hollows randomly. Just about everything was pretty rough, but my buddy Matt, he says he doesn't really care about conditions because the way he does his stuff, it's he stocks every condition. I try to stay as minty as possible. I joke and say you can call me MechGuyver. Jeez. I joke and say you can call me MechGuyver, but also it's not exactly a joke. That's pretty serious. I do try to have as minty of cards as possible. They're easier to sell. People like minty cards, and I do a lot of modern sales, so that stuff sells a lot easier as minty copies. Hell, I've had people, because it's slightly off center, they won't buy them from me even if it's got no specs on it whatsoever. Well, we got the collection. Unfortunately, there's some decent stuff in here, but it's not a whole lot of really, really good stuff. Unfortunately, condition killed the value all around. I mean, there's just a bunch of commons, uncommons, random stuff in here. There were a couple tops cards. The only real value there was, unfortunately, beat up and damaged, was his Machamp and the Tentacruel. There's a couple other decent cards, but again, damaged or HP. I mean, we got same story here. Bunch of repeats and commons, uncommons, couple rares, nothing real special. I picked out the only value, and we got Mewtwo, unfortunately MP, Empoleon level X. I believe he was damaged. This was only a couple bucks. He was MP or HP. This was MP. Poor guy had a bent corner. Other than that, it's pretty nice. Base set Magneton. PSA 1. No, I'm kidding. There is a PSA 1 contender hidden in here. The only LP card, period. And then this was the only money, even even in poor condition, this card is worth a few bucks. So that was the basic value right there. It's these few cards. It was worth the buy to help the person out, and I guess, well, it was worth the buy to help the person out, and I guess that's all that matters. Somebody's trying to get a hold of me because I've been gone a while. She's checking up on me. She's worried. She's so sweet. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I'm gonna go rip some packs sitting on the beach. Well, it's kind of a lake. If you've never been to Havasu, y'all should check it out because it's fucking gorgeous out here. Thanks for following me. Thanks for watching. I love y'all. I'll see you around again sometime, somewhere.